This video, I'll be covering out the trades you should have taken last week. I know you all. I made the last video, and it was actually a very, very good one. My entries that I use and all. If you haven't checked that out, check it in the description. The link is in the description. So I wouldn't want this to be too lengthy. I've done everything already. So this was Monday. This was Monday already. You could see tap into the 1D FVG midpoint. Price bought up, but then we had selling pressure from this whole level. But then what I want you to take note of is that the fact that price tapped this guy, left this FVG. Most people now were thinking that okay, price could actually continue buying from this break of structure from the 50-minute time frame, and it so happened price came back, tapped into it, bought up to the midpoint of this area towards the end, given that whole FOMO type of stuff, like they are already missing out. But guess what happened? Instead of price to close above and then push up, this is one way you could protect yourself when you are trading this. Price did not close. If price doesn't close above like this, it's not going to continue pushing up. That's the real scenario right here. And guess what happened? As it went so close to the edge, it went down, gave a break of structure. Next thing, what can you see? Price coming back, picking entries and selling. This was actually a very, very beautiful trade. If you cut this from the mid discount from the premium level, you could see how it all happened. And it's sold beautifully. Down to Tuesday, we could see price coming back towards the previous week low level, which price swept liquidity from before giving this initial buy during the Asian session we had was down Tuesday. We could see this was during the Asian session. We saw what happened. Price coming back for the previous week low level. I'll need to make a video about this also. It's a very, very beautiful entry. We could already see this break of structure that the market left right here. So price came back down to this level, and when it taps this level, we saw an aggressive push up, very impulsive type of stuff, pushed up and then gave us a break of structure. Next thing, you could see how price came back for the discount level, picked orders and then bought beautifully. I know this is a very, very basic entry which you all like very much, and you could actually see another additional entry right here. You could see what happened. You could see price falling back, didn't hold this FVG completely, tapping it to sell, but then came down to our level right here and then using a good impulse to push and break above it. Next thing, remember what I said, when there's the close above now, you could see what happened. Price tapped this guy, tapped the midpoint and then give much more nice buys. And I placed out my TP right here due to the fact that when we go to 15-30 minutes, there's still selling pressure here. I call this trade actually. This is one of my favorite selling sell setups. Failure swing right here, break of structure, price comes back for it and will sell beautifully, and that is exactly what happened down Tuesday NY session, and it was very, very beautiful and aggressive. So after this, we could see how price, this was one of my major targets, and this guy too, if I should go up to 15 minutes, this guy is the end of this FVG right here. This FVG is from daily time frame. You could see what happened after that. Price this was on Tuesday. This is Tuesday's low. So down Asian session on Tuesday now, what we'll notice is that price swept liquidity from Tuesday's low. And why did I take this level as one of my key levels? If we should go up to 1 hour time frame, you will actually see what happened. I covered this on one of my weekly outlooks, and it was the fact that this guy now, this person right here, picked out sell after this break of structure, picked sales to push down lower to continue. You could see what happened. Sales lower to continue, but then it did not go all the way. Instead, price broke structure and closed above it, indicating this guy now is like a flip level. It is a flip level, not like a flip level. It is a flip level. So like the price has inverted like that whole resistance that was there, and you could see how price came back for it. Beautifully. So how I caught this entry was I waited for price to tap into it. well. Sweeping liquidity, we need this very much so that we could know that okay, we could actually take this trade. So after that sweep on 5 minutes time frame, right here, I take myself from the swept low, because most likely now after this you could already see price breaking structure. So what I expect is that price will hold this discount level, and you could see what happened after this fall back into the discount level. There's this kind of tension, like price could actually take out your trade at the stop loss at this low right here, but then instead price broke structure again, giving us additional confirmation, tapping my entry and then buying up aggressively. If we should go up to 15 minutes, on 15 minutes time frame, we had another entry right here. The entries were actually merged on this day during the Asian session down to London session. I think Asia did not even buy much. It continued during London session. So you could see here, this guy was holding price to sell, but then price closed above it, came back. This is one of the entries I've covered a lot on this channel too. Came back for it, tapped it, and then pushed up. But then the impulse to the push left us with another FVG right here. And how would you take your entries from here? You could easily take your entries either from this top, top right here, or you could actually take from the midpoint. But let's take from the top right here. And what is your SL? You put your SL somewhere here. So either the trade picks from the block right here, and you could see all of this correlates to price tapping into the discount level. So if you do this, this was on Wednesday, you target Tuesday's high right here. Can you see? Beautiful 5R. But then if the opposite happened here, that actually price closed full body, just like what I did here, price will come back and this will be what we would actually see. That was what actually happened on Wednesday. So down to this guy right here, the buy. This guy tried to escape the trend line, and you could see this 15 minutes FVG that was trying to help the movement. Price came back for it, tapped the midpoint, started buying, but then we could see what happened. Full close below, price coming back, tapping, and beautiful strike down. It was actually a beautiful strike down. Yeah. So we could actually see price continued, came back, made another attempt to keep on buying. But then this level, you could see tap, couldn't continue. Break of structure, coming back here. This entry, I'm sure you all, if you've been following me, you know this already. Very effective on go. It failed to hold. You'll notice your break of structure is probably something like this. Price comes back here and then boom, sells. I took this actually on my personal account, and you could see what happened before price broke out of this whole level beautifully. So last week was actually a beautiful week, blast and all. I'm expecting this week to actually do much more better. We're going to be catching a lot of trades, amazing trades. If you're not part of the channel, use the link in the description to join my community on Telegram, follow me on Twitter, and stay up to date too. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.